Good morning. Today we're doing an SEO audit of carsonmasonry.com. Howdy, my name is Kiram from Clear Imaging, and I've been doing search engine optimization since all the way back in 2003. I'm conducting this SEO audit for you today because I want you to learn and gain from my knowledge so you can better grow your business. The goal of this audit is to 1, find areas of improvement on your website, and 2, provide you with sound advice and the right solutions. I just want to make it very clear, so just a brief 10-minute SEO audit. We will not have time to cover every point as there are over 200 factors that Google looks at, but we will go over the major ones that stick out so we can make changes. Okay, let's start right in. Here we are on the home page. First thing I like to do is look at the amount of text. So let's just scroll down and take a look. Not a whole lot going on. We've got a splash of it right here, maybe 100 words. The idea is when Google's comparing your website to your competitors, one of the factors it uses is amount of quality text. If they have more than you, then they can rank higher than you. For instance, if you have one page about outdoor living and they have 10 pages, each with 500 words, they're probably going to rank higher than you in Google. So long story short, let's get 500 words plus on every page, including the home page. So I want to open up some of your inside pages here. And we're going to take a look, and I want to see 500 words or more. So we've got the heading here with the keyword in it. We've got subheadings with the keywords, subheadings, and a bit of text. We maybe have 250 to possibly 300 words. So we could do with some more. Over here on the brick page, we've got bricks in the subheadings, which is good. You've got your keywords there. A bunch of products. I'm curious what each product page is like. Right. So it's good that you did put some text on each of these. Otherwise, it would just be photos, right? You certainly don't want it to only be photos, because then to Google, these pages will be worthless if it only had photos. So I'm glad you have a bit of text, but you should get more. If you want to dominate, if you want to make these pages have some more weight with Google, you need to put a few hundred more words on each one. So let's just keep rolling along here. Manufactured stone, similar idea, about 300 words, and then each of the products. And then I assume that each of these product pages have about 50 to 80 words. So the next level would be to add a lot more text to all these individual product pages. That would be really good for your SEO. Because right now when Google looks at them, they're not going to carry a lot of weight because they only have 50 words. So I think you get the idea. So that takes care of that. And it's basically the same for each of these pages. Coming back here. And you can never have too much text, by the way. I said 500 words, but you could have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. There's no limit. The more text, the better. So here's some tests we ran. Really good score on Google page speed, so that's good news. Mobile friendly, yes, your site is mobile friendly. Very good. Broken link checker, no broken links, so really good over there. Other things to look at here, you got your review page. This is great. This looks like a direct embed from Google. Great. So, but let's get some more recent ones. The prospect actually wants to see reviews within 30 days. So when they see 2 years, that's going to be a turnoff. So you need to be soliciting reviews regularly and getting at least one done per month. That way you can have a fresh review every month, and that'll go a long way in building that trust. So let's keep doing that. And I would also suggest requesting reviews from your customers by email or in person. That way you can then take the text and put it on your website. This text is coming from Google, and it's not necessarily going to help you because Google's not really going to look at this text as your text. Google considers this text Google's text because it's from Google My Business. So you need to add your own review text as well, your own testimonials, and then you can benefit from that SEO-wise by putting lots of your own reviews, your own testimonials here from you soliciting them. Okay, moving on, we have a gallery. So we've got a couple categories here. This is great. Go ahead and try to keep this happening every time you get new products in, or if you have some customers who implement some of your different masonry and some of your different stones, go ahead and get some pictures done. You know, people love to see real world applications of the materials. Like, these are great photos, but keep adding fresh ones. That way Google can see, you know, you're working on the website and it's staying fresh. So these are some great examples of your products being used. It would be really awesome for your SEO if you got a little write-up every time a company went ahead and used your brick or your stone. That would be really good. That we could add some original text to your website, because each one of these is a story, right? Each one of these uses, right? Each one of these case studies, use studies, is a little story, and there could be text about each project. That would be really good. Moving on, we looked at the gallery. For social media, we have a Facebook. So if you have anything else like LinkedIn, if you've got Yelp, Angie's List, all that, go ahead and add those as well and link them up. Also, by the way, if you can't be bothered with social media and you want us to take that off your plate, we do have a service for that where we run it for you. So speak to your account manager about that if you're interested. Coming back here. And I noticed we don't have a blog section or an article section. It's very important, so let me tell you about that. You have your core website here, and you've got, you know, your main pages, and then you got your service and you got your product pages. So this is good as it is, but if you want to get to the top of Google and stay at the top, a website like this is going to need to be turbocharged, so to speak, because you have to get there and stay there. And by stay there, that means in spite of all the competition trying to get to the top. So consider it a race. It's you and all of your other competitors trying to get to the top and stay at the top on Google. How do you do that? Well, one way you can do that is by creating more content than them. So, and it's an ongoing process. It's not adding 5 pages a year. Like, that's good. It's better than nothing, but you have to dominate and you have to take massive action. You can't get to the top of Google by doing the minimum. You get to the top and stay at the top by doing more than your competitors. So if they're adding a page a month, you should be adding 2 a month, or 3 a month or something like that. So you might be wondering, okay, well, what content could I even put on my site? Well, if you actually do the installs, I can't tell if you do, by the way this is laid out. If you're doing installs of your product, then every time you do an install at a residence or a commercial property, this would be a piece of content. You document the whole thing. You've got a couple hundred words, piece of cake. You throw in a testimonial. You just document day by day what you're doing on the job site. Very easy way to write content. You don't create it, you document it. No thinking, just typing up what you're doing today, day by day. And then that would be content for the website. You can add all that text. That's if you do the installs. If you don't, then you've got your product pages. You need to add text to each one of these. And then I would suggest getting a blog or an article section. And then you would have to get creative to see, okay, well, what can we write about in our for our masonry blog, right? Do a little bit of research, see what other people are writing about, try to get some ideas. I mean, off the top of my head, you could talk about different applications for different types of stone. You can go really deep into that, right? The differences, what looks best in what theme, right? If you're doing modern, you should do this. If you're doing classic, you should use this type of stone. You just have to really get the creative juices flowing. But either way, you need to come up with a strategy to create text content every 2 weeks or every month. If you can't be bothered, of course, Clear Imaging can come in and help you with that and write that content so you're not plagued with, okay, well, what do I write about today? But creating content is the strategy, so I want you to know about that. Coming over here in Google, I see we've got you right here in 26 reviews. So that is an okay start, but you really want to get up into the triple digits. Getting into the triple digits is very important. It really sets you apart from everyone else. People are simple. They're going to gravitate to the company that has the most reviews. So if it's you right now with 26 and another guy who has 150, the guy with 150 is just going to be a magnet for business. People will just feel safe. And baby boomers, Gen X, and millennials, everyone is just looking at reviews before they commit with a service provider. They do that research, and this is just one of the things they look at, and it's a very big thing. So you should really double down in 2021 and get those Google reviews. It's going to be huge. Not only does it help pre-sell your prospects by building that trust, it's also going to move you further up in Google Maps for people searching for masonry near me, hardscapes contractor near me, whatever it would be for you. So masonry supply near me, right? Stone supply near me. So getting reviews is going to help pre-sell your prospects. It's also going to move you up in Google. Moving on, this is you and monthly visits. This is our little tool here, carsonmasonry.com/webstat. Monthly visits. So anything over 2,000 is considered very good. However, this tool is also counting returning visitors. So we recommend signing up with Google Analytics, which is a much more comprehensive tracking tool. All right. So coming back here, we're on the home page. That just about does it for our audit. And yes, this is us, clearimaging.com. As I said, it's just a brief 10-minute SEO audit. We can't cover all 200 of Google's points, but we did go over enough of the major ones so you can make some big changes and get your site moving up in the search results. And if you've been watching this and you've been thinking, I don't have time for this, I want these guys to do it for me, then we can certainly help you with that. We've been helping small business owners get their websites moving up in Google since 2004. And we only employ 100% ethical SEO techniques, and we do offer advanced SEO services. So please speak to your account manager about that. If you want to rock and roll and dominate in Google, come on down. You can reach out to your account manager directly or come over here to the contact page and send us a form. In regards to our audit here, if you have any questions, if you want me to go deeper on anything, if you want me to brainstorm a little more on what you could write about in regards to masonry, I'd be happy to do that. Just come on down, send me a message over here, and then I can provide that info for you. All right, so don't be shy now. All right, thank you very much, and take care.